Hi friends, welcome back to Interactive Schooling. Last time we were here with the topic addition for grade 1, and this time we shall look at the topic leaves, which is a botanical topic for grade 7. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for even more uploads which are informative, interesting, which will be taught in an interactive and easy way. So now let's proceed on to the lesson. Leaves play a very vital role in the plant. How? They manufacture the food. What does manufacture mean? To manufacture means to produce something. So can you live without food? No, you cannot. You can live, but you will be very weak, and plants are not strong enough to stay without food for days. So the leaves play a very vital role in the production of food. How do they produce this food? What are the parts that help them? And other than that, what are their types? And let's see in detail about the leaf. Come, let's proceed. Before knowing what the functions of a leaf are, how other parts help them, and how they are divided on basis of shape, size, or their function, or whatever, you have to know the structure. You have to know the structure of anything before you learn about it. So let me demonstrate the structure using a real leaf. Oh yeah, I got the leaf for you. Now, as you see here, this leaf, as any leaf, was once attached to the plant. So this is known as the stalk of the leaf, and this is the part of the leaf which attaches this leaf to the plant. So this is known as the petiole. So this is actually a mango leaf. Okay, and this part, the surface, is known as the lamina. This is the flat surface of the leaf, the flat green part of the leaf. This is known as the petiole, and this is known as the lamina. So this main rib here is known as the mid-rib. This is the extension of the petiole into the leaf. So we have three parts done now. We have this petiole, we have the lamina, and we have the extension of the petiole known as the midrib. So this outer, the margin of the leaf, is called the leaf margin. So we are four in: the petiole, the lamina, the extension of the petiole called the midrib, and the margin. And then this midrib divides into many small veins. You see here? These are known as the veins. So these are smaller branches of the midrib. These provide the skeleton for the leaf. It's not very clear in this video, I guess, but these veins further divide into smaller branches. I think you will be able to see it now. You see here? These are called the veinlets. The small, minute things which divide from the veins are called the veinlets. So this midrib vein and the veins in the veinlets help in the transportation of water and minerals throughout the leaf. And then we have this tip of the leaf called the leaf apex. So these are the basic parts of a leaf. There are many more minute parts, but these are the basic parts, the visible parts, the parts that are visible by naked eye. So here we have the petiole, which is known as the stalk of the leaf, and then we have the extension of the petiole known as the midrib, and then we have the leaf apex here, and then we have the leaf margin here, and we have smaller branches of the midrib known as the veins. Branches of the midrib known as the veins, and we have even minute branches of the veins known as veinlets. I think it's visible at this point of the video. So they're here. Yeah, so these are the basic parts of a leaf. So there are different types of leaf on basis of this margin, on basis of these veins, on basis of this midrib and so on. So now let's get back to the lesson where we'll be looking at other details. I know that this is a very complex diagram, but this is the diagram of the inner cellular and microscopic parts of a leaf. So as you see here, these thick cells, they are known as the upper epidermis. Dermis means skin and epi means outer. So upper epidermis is the upper outer skin of the leaf, and they are really tough. So these protect the leaf. Under this, there is a layer called the palisade mesophyll, which is very rich in chlorophyll. For your information, chlorophyll is a green pigment which plays a vital role in the process of photosynthesis. They absorb sunlight. So as these mesophylls are really rich in chlorophyll, and because they are situated right under the upper epidermis, the sunlight is absorbed by all these mesophylls. And when we come to the next layer, these are all the chlorophyll containing cells. Means these are part of the palisade mesophyll. And then when we travel to the interior, here we have the xylem, the inner part. This we'll learn about xylem and phloem in our next video. We'll learn in more detail about the xylem and the other part called the phloem in the next video. So be ready for our next video and subscribe for notifications from it. So here we have the xylem and the phloem. And these are just the other cells that help in the process of photosynthesis. And here we have stomata. We look at what these stomata are in a few minutes. This one. And then this is the lower epidermis. So as I said, these are the lower outer skins. So I missed out this. So here you have a few blue cells, right? Those are known as the spongy mesophylls. So not exactly the blue part, but like the other green cells, the interior green cells here, all these cells, they are known as the spongy mesophyll. So here we have the palisade mesophyll, and then we have the upper epidermis. We have the when we come layer by layer, we have the upper epidermis, and then we have the palisade mesophyll, and then we have the spongy mesophyll in which the xylem and phloem are present, and then here we have the spongy mesophyll, and we have two stomata here. For your information, the singular form of stomata is stoma. So we have two stomata here, and we have the lower epidermis here. So these are the minute parts of a leaf, the microscopic parts of a leaf. So this palisade mesophyll is very rich in chlorophyll. Please keep that in mind. So now let's go on to the structure of the stomata and its functions. So as you see here, I have a detailed diagram of the stoma, the plural of which is stomata. So the work of a stoma is to let in CO2 and to let out O2. So this is known as the diffusion of gases. So as you see, here we have two kidney-shaped cells known as the guard cells. These guard the stomata, and you see the pores here. They let out and let in the water outside. So these are known as the guard cells, and every living cell has a nucleus. So these dark spots are called the plural of nucleus is nuclei. So these dark spots are called the nuclei. 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 So the dark thick part that you see here is called the inner wall. And here, this open blank part is known as the stoma. So the stoma doesn't remain open always. It opens and it closes, during which this diffusion of gases takes place. So I would like it if all of you have a better view of the diagram in my biology book. So let's have a look at it. So here we have the diagram. So this is the open stoma and this is the closed stoma. So here, as we saw in the diagram that I had drawn, we have two kidney shaped shaped cells here, which have two nuclei, and we have the dark thick inner wall and the open stoma. So these are the parts of an open stoma, and the same applies here, just that the stoma is closed. See, we have the inner wall, we have the nuclei, we have the two nuclei, and we have the two guard cells. The only difference between both these diagrams is that the stoma is closed in this and the stoma is opened in this. So we are done with the parts of a leaf from the basic to the minute. Not everything, until like the things that you have to know in 7th grade. So I shall meet you in the next video with the next part, in which we learn about the types of leaves on the basis of their margin, midribs, veins, etc. So do not forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit the notifications icon beside it to get notified when we post a new video. So yeah, goodbye, and I'll meet you in the next video. Goodbye, friends.